proud with the sound. You got to get lost before you're found. Music, use it well. Music, oh, music never fails.
Are you guys ready? President Johnson, the commencement is assembled.
Thank you, Dr. Suma. The Fall 2025 commencement exercises were convened by Dr. Christopher Suma, Associate Professor of Computer Science and President of our Faculty Senate. So good morning, everyone. My name is Kathy Johnson, and I am so proud to serve as the president of the University of New Orleans. I'm thrilled to be with everyone this morning as we celebrate our graduates as well as their loved ones. Please rise, if you're not standing already, and join us in singing the national anthem, led by Mr. Tyler Ray Robbins, who is pursuing a Master's of Fine Arts degree.
What so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Tyler, and please be seated, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the platform guests for this morning's ceremony. And if you could stand when I call your name, I would be appreciative. First, Ms. Arlene Whaley, Interim Vice President for Finance and Administration. Mr. Justin McKenzie, Vice President of Information Technology and Chief Information Officer. Dr. Randall Langston, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Steve Johnson, Interim Dean of the Colleges of Science and the Dr. Robert A. Savoy College of Engineering. Dr. Randy Kearns, Interim Dean of the Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration and the College of Liberal Arts and Education. Ms. Laura Amsbury-Auger, Interim Dean of the Library and Information Services. Mr. Tyler Ray Robbins, our wonderful singer, pursuing a Master of Fine Arts degree in acting. Ms. Colleen Medlow, President of the Staff Council. Mr. Joshua Trochez, Student Government President. Dr. Christopher Suma, Associate Professor of Computer Science and President of our Faculty Senate. Dr. Daryl Kruger, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mr. Derek A. Augustine, UNO alumnus, actor, writer, producer, and your commencement speaker this morning. Mr. David Carney, President-elect of the UNO Alumni Association Board of Directors. And Dr. Scott Pencer, Assistant Provost for International Education and Interim Associate Vice President for the Graduate School. Thank you all. You may now please be seated. Candidates for degrees, faculty and staff of the University of New Orleans, parents and friends, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the Fall 2025 commencement ceremony. We are so delighted that you are here this morning, sharing this highlight in the lives of our students, their families, their loved ones, and their friends. Today's program marks the end of long years of rigorous academic training, yet we call this morning's event a commencement, as it is intended to mark the beginning of a transition to a new chapter in your lives. Now, I have been a proud New Orleanian for just over 2 years at this point, and I am going to dwell for a couple of minutes, just a couple of minutes, on something that I have learned from this city. Now, New Orleans has a rhythm unlike anywhere else in the world, and my message this morning to you is simple. Keep your rhythm, even if life goes offbeat. So you have actually already lived this lesson. You have studied through hurricanes, the aftermath of a global pandemic, power outages, far too frequent, in my opinion, and other unexpected challenges. You kept moving when classes shifted online, when plans fell apart, and your path didn't look like anyone else's. But you improvised, you adapted, and you kept going. That is the New Orleans way. This city has taught me that a song doesn't stop when a note goes wrong. The band just keeps playing, and sometimes the mistake becomes the best part. Our faculty and students in our jazz studies program remind me that improvisation is not a backup plan, it is the plan. And I believe that life works the same way. You may not always know the next note or the next measure. Your rhythm is going to get interrupted. Jobs will change, plans will flip, people will disappoint you, opportunities may surprise you. When these things happen, remember what you've learned on our beautiful campus, surrounded by water, music, history, and culture. You are allowed to improvise. Keep your rhythm when you start that first job and it feels like everyone knows the steps except for you. Keep your rhythm when something that you thought would last doesn't. Keep your rhythm when the world feels loud and chaotic and uncertain. Your rhythm is your values. Your rhythm is your curiosity, your integrity, and your imagination. Your rhythm is the way you get back up and keep going. And the best part is this. When you keep your rhythm, people around you find theirs too. That's how communities are formed. That's how change happens. And that's how leaders emerge, from the ones steady enough to stay in time while others around them are finding their way. So privateers, remember that your rhythm brought you here today. Let it carry you forward, and when life goes offbeat, which it will, don't freeze, don't panic, don't quit. Just take a breath, find the downbeat, and just keep playing. And now, at this point in the ceremony, I would like to recognize those people in your lives who helped make this day possible. First, I would ask that anyone who is a parent or a guardian of the graduates, please stand and remain standing, and let us applaud you. Okay. Please stay standing, but now I would ask that all the grandparents, spouses, partners, siblings, children, and other relatives and friends please stand. Thank you so much. You may be seated now. So to everyone in the audience, today's event signifies the culmination of many years of your hard work, your sacrifice, and self-denial so that these graduates could be provided with the best education possible. Kindly accept my most humble congratulations. Now I would like to ask my colleagues in the faculty as well as our staff who may be present to please stand as well. You too have played an essential role in the lives of these graduates. You have inspired, challenged, supported these talented students. And this day could not have ever happened without you. Thank you for your tireless commitment to your students and to the University of New Orleans each and every day. I'm truly, truly grateful. So we have more than 80,000 alumni at this point around the world, and I am willing to bet there might be a few in the arena here this morning. So what I would ask now that all faculty, staff, and guests in the audience who are also alumni of the University of New Orleans, please stand so we can welcome you home. Thank you. Please be seated. At this point, I would like to draw your attention to the cords and the stoles that some of our graduates are wearing this morning. Undergraduate students graduating with GPA honors, students with departmental honors, and students with university honors are wearing blue and silver cords. Would all of our students graduating with honors please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. Our student athletes are wearing royal blue and silver stoles. Would all of our student athletes please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. University of New Orleans faculty and staff members who are graduating are wearing navy blue and lime green cords. Would any of our faculty and staff who are graduating this morning please stand? Thank you so much. Please be seated. Our veterans are wearing red, white, and blue cords. Would all of our graduates who are military veterans please stand? Thank you all so much for your service. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker to deliver the Class of 2025 commencement address. He is a proud New Orleanian, born, raised, and bred in this city's rich culture and artistry of storytelling, a legacy he continues to build. He is also a proud privateer, earning his Bachelor of Science in Marketing in 2012 from UEDO. While studying theater and business, he embraced all the opportunities of campus life, actively engaging in student organizations and clubs, including football, and the Lambda Omicron chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. After graduating, he moved to New York City to further his training at the prestigious Negro Ensemble Company and the William Esper Studio, once again exploring and experiencing a city rich in theatrical heritage. Now based in Los Angeles, his career is flourishing. You may recognize him from an array of film and television programs, or you might know him as Officer Miles Penn from ABC's high-rating primetime series, The Rookie. Hollywood may be his physical home, but his heart and his soul still live in New Orleans. Please help me welcome him home, actor, writer, producer, and philanthropist, Mr. Derek Augustine.
Good morning, class of 2025. I said, good morning, class of 2025. There we go, there we go. First, I want to thank you guys who I'm honoring today. I want to thank your parents, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncles, your grandparents, your great-grandparents. And I want to thank President Johnson, faculty, staff, and everyone at the University of New Orleans for bringing me back home to the place where it all began. I'm really giving a speech right now. You sure going me up here? It's surreal standing here today and looking out at all of you, knowing that I was once sitting exactly where you are. I think I was on this row right here in the middle. I didn't know where my life was gonna begin, but I knew I was ready to start, ready to find out. And I was nervously sweating in my graduation gown with my Kappa Alpha stole on top. Before I started writing this speech, I asked myself a simple but essential question. what do I have to offer you today? Not as an actor, not as an author, not as an entrepreneur, but as a man who has been tested again and again by life. And when I reflected on my journey, the challenges, the losses, the victories, it clicked. I realized that the greatest gift that I can give you today is not just inspiration, but honesty. See, this is not just a speech, it's a pep talk on resilience. A survival guide built from the 3 core principles that have shaped my life: discipline, consistency, and above all, grit. Because grit is what carries you when motivation fades. Grit is what wakes you up when the world tells you to stay down. And grit is the difference between stopping and overcoming. And my first lesson in grit came before I even understood what the word meant. When I was only 3 years old, my father passed away. I didn't get a chance to know him, not really, and I never said the word father or dad to anyone in my life. Yet his absence shaped me just as much as any presence could. It taught me early on what loss was like, and it taught me what I didn't have that other kids seemed to have so naturally: a father to call home to lean on, and to experience their first wins. So my journey in life began not with privilege, but with a question. Would I let what I didn't have define me, or would I let it drive me? So I grew up in New Orleans, born and raised, in a city that teaches you swag and rhythm before you can even walk, and resilience before you can even talk. A city that celebrates life through every second line, even in the midst of a struggle. And speaking of struggle, when I was only 13 years old, I would experience my second grit challenge. My beautiful mother, Donna Marie Augustine, got sick. She had her first stroke. And shortly after, my twin brother and I, who's here today, what's up, Devin? We had to move to Opelousas, Louisiana, which was a very small country town where I had to start over. It was tough. I missed my home, my family, my friends, my old school, Osborne and Parkview, and above all, I missed New Orleans. And there were some moments where I honestly felt lost, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I made a commitment to myself and to my mother that I was gonna make something of this life. So I worked hard, I studied, I stayed focused, and I ended up graduating near top of my class in 2007. And, oh, thank you. No, it's, appreciate it. And when it was time to figure out what was next, that answer was easy to me. I had to come back home to New Orleans and to the University of New Orleans. So coming back to UNO felt like reclaiming a part of myself. It really did. When I was here, I studied business and theater. I played football. I was part of many organizations and clubs like AMA and PBSU. I joined the best fraternity in the world, the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Yo, noobs. And I really, truly lived campus life to the fullest. And in between classes and rehearsals and going to meetings with my frat and football practice and me trying to be a ladies' man on campus, I found friendships that have lasted me to this very, very day. I honestly did. You see, UNO gave me community. It gave me confidence. It gave me purpose. And above all, it gave me the courage to dream. So after I graduated in 2012, I went on to fully pursue my acting career, my acting journey. Matter of fact, I'm going off script here, but I had a conversation with my uncle before I left New Orleans. I was like, I'm going to pursue acting. He was like, go ahead. Nobody's going to help you out. You got to do it yourself. And that's what I did. I moved to New York. I had no friends there, no family. I had no nepotism. I had no connections. I was just a kid from New Orleans who went to UNO with a big dream and a whole lot of faith. So I studied acting at William Esper Studios and Negro Ensemble Company, whose alumni ranges from Samuel Jackson to Denzel Washington to Angela Bassett. While I was in acting schools. I was doing bartending at night. I was working a sales job during the day for an engineering firm. I was going to modeling, casting calls, auditions. I was doing free theater plays. I was doing free acting jobs. Every day I got on that subway, that train, chasing a dream that felt really too big to fit inside my hands. And then 2014 came. And that year, I would face my biggest challenge and grit. My beautiful mother, my rock, my everything passed away. I remember sitting alone in my Auntie Anu's house when I came back to New Orleans after she passed, and I was heartbroken. I would ask God, why you take my mom away from me? And what do I do next? Do I sit alone in sadness, or do I keep going? And that moment, it really changed me, because I realized that life will always test you. It will knock you down, take from you, break your heart, and then look at you to see what you're made of. And I knew what my mom would have wanted. She would have wanted me to keep going. And I recall the last conversation I had with her 30 minutes before she passed away on the phone, and she said, "I love you, Derek. I want you to be happy. I want you to pursue your dream." And I did. I kept going. I wiped my tears. I picked up my crown. My mom called me a king. I put it back on my head. This time knowing that I had two angels watching over me: my mother, Donna Marie Augustine, and my father, Derek Anthony Augustine. You see, their love became my fuel. Their spirit became my fire. And I kept climbing, audition after audition, no after no. But I learned something valuable in those years. Consistency beats talent, even when talent doesn't stay consistent. I'll repeat that for you guys. Consistency beats talent, even when talent doesn't stay consistent. You see, every rejection wasn't a setback. It was preparation. Every closed door wasn't the end. It was redirection. Because what really separates the good from the great isn't luck. It's discipline. It's consistency. It's grit. The ability to keep showing up when no one's watching, when nothing's guaranteed, when your dreams feel away. That's what got me here. It's interesting how that got me back. Preparation, fast after years of grinding, I started booking more roles. Criminal Minds, Swagger, Vampire Diaries, All American, Shameless, and then came my first big break, playing Muhammad Ali in Godfather of Harlem alongside Forrest Whitaker. I am the greatest. And now I'm living in my biggest dream in 2025, my biggest blessing. I'm a series regular on ABC and Hulu's top show, The Rookie, playing Miles Penn from Sugar Land, Texas. But let me tell you guys something. Look, success does not erase the struggle. It reminds you why it all mattered. Success does not erase the struggle. It doesn't. It reminds you why it all mattered. See, I didn't get here because it was easy. I got here because I refused to quit. You can ask my brother and my uncle. They sat me down, "You need to quit." And I said, I'm not quitting. I'm keeping going. Look, I shun not the struggle, for it's God's gift. Be strong. Come on, Nooks, y'all know what that is. So class of 2025, let me leave you guys with this, all right? Your degree is not the finish line. It's the starting block. From this moment forward, life is going to test your character more than your credentials. It will ask you, can you stay disciplined when you're tired? Can you stay consistent when you're uncertain? And can you keep on believing when no one else does? See, that's where greatness is born. It is, in the moments when no one sees. And if you ever doubt yourself, remember where you come from. You come from New Orleans, baby. This town has been knocked down but rebuilt. It's been flooded but reborn. It's been bruised, but we still dancing. We don't quit here. We don't fold. We don't do that here. We stand 10 toes down. We rise, right? Every single time. And you, class of 2025, you are that same spirit. You are the next chapter of that book. You see, when I think about my parents now, I don't think about loss. I think about legacy. I truly do, because they lived through me. They lived through me through every scene I perform on stage, on TV, on television, and on film. Every story I tell, every act of kindness I give. And they're with me today. They are, looking down on me, smiling, cheering me on. Just like your families and your loved ones, your parents who are here today, cheering you on, and your ancestors who are looking from above, cheering you on too, and from within, they're here. So, class of 2025, walk across that stage today, not with fear, but with grit. Not with doubt, but with purpose. Because I stand before you as living proof that where you start does not determine where you finish. I promise you it does not. Your grit does. My journey began in 2012 when I walked across this stage. I remember it like yesterday. I actually strolled across this stage. A little shimmy, you know what I mean? And you, class of 2025, now it's your turn. Go out into the world, be bold, be disciplined, be consistent, right? And when life tests you, because it will, remind yourself who you are, where you come from, and what's inside you. Because of a kid from New Orleans who faced loss, pain, and then had joy and love and success, if I can make it from here, from this city, from this university, from this stage, so can you. Congratulations, class of 2025. Your story starts now.
Mr. Augustine, we thank you so much. I had to pull myself together. Thank you so much for spending time with us and for your address this year. And as a symbol of gratitude, I'd like to present you with this medallion, which I don't have to put on you right now. But
Okay, it's all right.
just
Thank you so much.
a token.
Thank you.
You.
Thank you.
Do a good
Beautiful.
gesture. So we have now come to the section of the program for which you've all been waiting, the conferring of degrees. And I asked Dr. Daryl Kruger, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, to present the candidates for degrees.
Thank you, President Johnson. We will begin with the doctoral candidates. The doctoral candidates will be presented by Dr. Scott Pencer, Interim Associate Vice President for the Graduate School.
Ladies and gentlemen, doctoral work is characterized by close mentoring of each student by a faculty member. It is this relationship that provides a foundation for innovative, original research and scholarly work. These candidates are not just our students, but they are our colleagues and our research partners. For these reasons, our process for awarding doctoral degrees includes a ritual in which the mentor places a ceremonial hood onto the student, thus initiating him or her into the rarefied community of experts. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, please rise.
President Johnson, these candidates have completed all the requirements and demonstrated the originality and excellence appropriate to the highest degree the university shows. I am pleased to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
With the recommendations of the graduate faculty, the provost and senior vice president for academic affairs, and by the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana System Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with all of the privileges and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Please come forward to the platform as your name is read to receive your diploma and your doctoral hood.
Trevania Dewey. Dissertation, examining the relationship between organizational citizenship behaviors and student achievement in K through 12 high poverty schools. Major Professor Brian Boba. Is that close? Biabo. Austin Taylor Rogers. Dissertation, recruitment and retention of adult learners in the state of Louisiana. A look in the adult learner's decision-making process as a consumer. Major Professor Christopher Broadhurst. John Starr. Dissertation, perception of school climate and its impact on the language acquisition of EL students. Major Professor Christopher Broadhurst. Sarah Williams. Dissertation, navigating upstream, how medical educators strategize the unfamiliar during their transition into a leadership role. Major Professor Christopher Broadhurst. Jamie Theveno Zapico. Dissertation, perception versus reality. Principal perceptions of school district efforts to encourage elementary principal collaboration. Major Professor Brian Biabo. Danielle Elise Burton. Dissertation, building rapport in ethno-culturally dissimilar dyads, a grounded theory inquiry. Major Professor Christopher Belser. Dana Michelle Wallace. Dissertation, the essence of black parenthood amid juvenile justice context, a hermeneutic phenomenological study through historical trauma and post-traumatic slave syndrome. Major Professors Christopher Belser and Michelle Wade. Kristen K. Dupree. Dissertation, Where's Waldo? Finding the Missing Voice of the College Counselor. Major Professor Michelle Wade. Oh, Zara Swanson? Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Daphne Vilken Tanner. Dissertation, a quantitative exploration of risk and protective factors affecting the mental health of Chitimacha tribal youth. Major Professors Zaris Watson and Michelle Wade. Anthony Emeka. Comparative analysis of e-government adoption and implementation in selected countries in Africa, the Americas, Europe, Asia, and Oceania. Major Professor Bethany Stitch. John Richard Kennedy. Dissertation, Beyond Their Walls, How Pioneering Black Universities Have Shaped New Orleans from 1865 to the Present Through the Dillard University Legacy. Major Professor Andrea Mosterman. Michael M. Antoine. Dissertation, Emergency Management Workforce Diversity, Its Impact on Community Resilience and Disaster Outcomes. Major Professor Michelle M. Thompson. Nicole Jovan Coleman. Dissertation, The Impact of Technology on Citizen Participation Among Vulnerable Populations in New Orleans. Major Professor Michelle M. Thompson. Jenny Garcia. Dissertation, Researching the Historic Lemon House, West Feliciana Parish, Designating Historic Properties for Inclusive Tourism Planning. Major Professor Michelle M. Thompson. Congratulations. Portia Danielle Gordon. Dissertation, When Strength Becomes Stress, the Strong Black Woman Schema and Burnout Among Black Women in Community and Social Services. Major Professor Michelle M. Thompson. In Chul Wong. Dissertation, Peptoid-Based Molecular Analysis Utilizing High-Speed Molecular Dynamics Methods. Major Professor Stephen Rick. Austin B. Schmidt. Dissertation, Coupled Machine Learning Models Combining Observations of Numerical Analysis in a Physics Regularized Approach. Major Professor Mahdi Abdelguerfi. Also, Graduate Certificate in Machine Learning and Artificial Intelligence. M.D. Mahmoudul Hassan. Dissertation, Induced Helical Anisotropy in Permalloy Thin Films and Patterns. Major Professor Leszek Malkinski. M.D. Mohi Udin Sakib. Dissertation, Storm-Generated Sediment Transport Pathway Along Inlet Interrupted Coast. Major Professor Giannis Georgiou and Mark Culp. Sunny Cicada Eileen Allen. Dissertation, Adapting Coastal Modeling Techniques for Data Scarce Settings. Major Professor Robert C. Mann. Masters of Science earned over the summer in Earth and Environmental Science. Hamed Bona E. Ashankiti. Dissertation, FinTech, ESG Debate, Tax Ethics, Islamic versus Conventional Finance. Major Professor M. Kabir Hassan. Doreen Pokua Adu. Dissertation, Essays on Mission-Driven Minority Depository Institutions, Alternative Financial Services, and Household Finance. Major Professor Gregory Price.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Fine Arts, Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Music, Master of Public Administration, Master of Urban and Regional Planning, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science, Master of Science in Engineering Management, and Master of Science in Engineering, please stand. President Johnson, each of these candidates has fulfilled the requirements for the graduate degrees indicated in the program. It gives me great pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
With the recommendations of the graduate faculty, the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, and by the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the recommended master's degree with all of the privileges and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, everyone. Please be seated. By the Marshal to come to the platform to receive your diploma.
College of Liberal Arts and Education, Graduate Certificate. Madeline Elise Harlow. Michael Turley. Dakota Cantrell Brumfeld. Amber Stacy Felix, cum laude. Mason Jacob Chodo. Helene Rose Tavarmina. Sylvia Renee Ferreira. Nea L. Hoffmeister. Jonathan Brett Holder II. Nicole Labat. Matthew John LeBlanc. Trent Michael Manning. Denise Ondaro. Hillary Reed. Vergos Belmar. Hannah Elizabeth Worley. Daisy Emalagu. Jose D. Martinez. Kathleen Victoria Tullis. Avery Colley. Eli Alexander Durham. All right, sure. Jabria Hooker. Anav Cutwall. Avishek Katri. Surav Rakshit is also receiving a graduate certificate in machine learning and artificial intelligence. Mary K. Sitter. Samantha Lee Siegel. Henok Abebe. Zachary James Bastian. Rebecca Elizabeth Fortes. Michael Rennie Gray. Marah Abdel Majid. Brett Michael McMahon. Aya Musa. Muhammad Ashraf Abdul Aziz. Evan Matthew Carey. Samira Fields. Keith J. Helmers Jr. Chloe Peters Lamb. Jamin Cole Lyons. Cynthia Wynn. Carl Mashik Wharton Jr. Jamil M. Williamson. Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration, Masters of Business Administration. Kayla Alvarado. Aisha Arif. Roman Bankson. Leighton Bankston. Dominic Joseph Baroni. Aaliyah Bomer. Tayana Brumfeld. Bianca Caceres Perez. Sorry. Max Clifford Cannon the fourth. Chantrice Monique Coleman. Chris Compton. China Davis. Daniel Armand Francois. Gretchen Louise Heldner. Sarah Hambert. Quinja Wang. Okay. Quinya Wang. Caleb Jordan Jenkins. Jerome Joseph Johnson Jr. Last name? Sergio Antonio Caterjan. Alexandra Marquez. Christina Mitchell. Ian O'Kane. Derek Paul Jr. Larry Michael Reyes III. Paul A. Reinecke. Shamara V. Shannon. Adrian Simmons. Tegan Reese Simmons. Marianne Trahan. Elizabeth Tran. Jin Wong, presented by her husband, Professor Zhengchang Liu. Give it just a second. Tamika? Okay. Tamika Young Marshall. Masters of Science. Fatima Zugair. Isis D. Duran D. Enamorado. Nicholas Marty Flores. Evangela Gatlin. Madison Marie Hurstel. Jerryall McNutt. Morgan Claire Muscarello. Christina Camille Nagy. Kristen Brittany Rankins. Abian Rasheen Ross. Raven Ross. Emily Gabriella Schneider. Julian Armand Schneider. Kristen Monet Williams. I would put all of them together in an order, but that's, I don't know. The photographers are the ones that would know.
We now come to the presentation of the undergraduate degrees. The deans will present the candidates for degrees from their respective colleges. We shall begin with the College of Liberal Arts and Education. Dr. Randy Kearns, Interim Dean of the College, will present the candidates.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Liberal Arts and Education please stand? And will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Liberal Arts and Education please stand? These candidates, Dr. Kruger, have fulfilled all requirements for their respective degrees, and it is with pleasure that I present them to you.
Please be seated. Dr. Steve Johnson, Interim Dean of the College of Sciences, will present the candidates from that college.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Sciences please stand? Dr. Kruger, these candidates have met all the requirements for their respective degrees, and it is with great pleasure that I present them to you.
Please be seated. Dr. Steve Johnson, also Interim Dean of the Dr. Robert A. Savoy College of Engineering, will present the candidates from that college.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Dr. Robert A. Savoy College of Engineering please stand? I am pleased to present these candidates, Dr. Kruger. They have fulfilled every requirement for all their degrees.
Please be seated. Dr. Randy Kearns, Interim Dean of the Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration will present the candidates from that college.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration please rise? Dr. Kruger, these candidates have met all the requirements for their respective degrees. I am happy to present them to you.
Please be seated. Dr. Kearns will also present the candidates in the Interdisciplinary Studies program.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies please stand? These candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees, and it is with pleasure that I present them.
Would all undergraduate candidates from all academic colleges now please stand? President Johnson, all of these degree candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for the undergraduate degrees printed above their names in the commencement program. It gives me great pleasure to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
With the recommendations of the academic deans and directors of the respective units, the provost and senior vice president for academic affairs, and by the authority vested in me by the University of Louisiana System Board of Supervisors, I am delighted to confer upon each of you the appropriate undergraduate degree with all of the privileges and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, everyone. So please be seated, and you'll be directed by the marshal to come to the platform to receive your diploma at the appropriate time.
Bachelor of Arts, College of Liberal Arts and Education. Evelyn Bardalis. Madison Bergeron, summa cum laude. Ayana Bowie. Zaria Brooks. Claire Clavel, magna cum laude. Bronwyn Colbert. Amelia Dunn, summa cum laude. Ashlyn Durr, cum laude. Colin Gardner. Justin Gilmore. Nicholas Harrison. Rhiannon Blavelt. Adrian Goodale. Christopher Grand, magna cum laude. Sarah Metzger, magna cum laude. Jam Miles. Salam Monem. Jonathan Monroe. Isabella Morris. Megan Pye. Hannah Plasters. Anna Paredes, magna cum laude. Nala Salem. Sydney Sanders, summa cum laude. Scarlett Scalise. Alastair Serrano. Jared Shields. Samuel Sternberg, cum laude. Evelyn Christina Smothers, magna cum laude. 9, Cameron. Diavion Taylor. Dante Taylor. Elijah Taylor. Mary Tran, magna cum laude. Kaya Ward, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Science. Anai Aguirre, cum laude. Savannah Baquero. Abigail Bernard, summa cum laude. Jolie Costa, cum laude. Drew Cohen, cum laude. Brianna Lacoste, magna cum laude. Kevin Lee. Marchese. Christopher Marchese. Dylan Oliver, magna cum laude. Michael Rosario, summa cum laude. Russell Decker. Lance Lagarde. John Hoffman, cum laude. Austin Decaro. Sydney O'Brien. College of Sciences, Bachelor of Science. Zaria Anders, summa cum laude. Joshua Perez. Fiamma Benedetto. Haley Boudreau, cum laude. Emily Brusso. Mason Burris. Renzo Canton. Shane Cola. Sorry. Danton? Jacob Danton, cum laude. Isha Desai. Brandy Duhan. Harley Nicole East. Lloyd Fauché. Ryan French. Kevin Galvez. Christopher Bozio. Griffin Ganzer. Eric Gonzalez. Victoria Graves. Christian Paris Griffin, magna cum laude. Happy birthday. Stephen Guan. Yasmin Haddad, summa cum laude. Max Haynes, magna cum laude. Huda Hamad, magna cum laude. Taishay Hills. Yasmin Hindi. Hannah Min Huang. Basit Hussein. Isaac Jacobs, magna cum laude. Ashley Jones. Claire Keller. Kyle Kinney. Ashton Lambert, magna cum laude. Kong Lee, summa cum laude. Is it Lieber? Combra Lieber. Casey Lehman, summa cum laude. Piper Leger. Piper is also receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Film Arts with University Honors with Thesis. DeWitt Lewis. Kyle Crescent, Lafredo. Paul Mai, magna cum laude. Jose Martinez. Luke Mayer. Jaden Mead. Savannah Moberly. Kenneth Morazan, cum laude. Denara Mosby. Jason Wynn, summa cum laude. Zoe Plute. Okay, sorry. Gracie Reeves. Iker Santana. Dominic Schaff. Piper Smith. Sequoia Smith. Justina Spain. Raisa Silv. Matthew Talton. David Timms. Noctic Tran. Noctic Tran. Noctic Tran. Sorry. Logan Truel, cum laude. Johnny Vu, summa cum laude. Delana Diaz Chavez. Jasmine Walker. Logan White, magna cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Wiltz. Anthony Christopher Edenfield Jr. LaFleur Press. Alexis Wicks, cum laude. Pham. Lisa Pham. Is it Rima or Rema? Rima Murad. Layla Tyra Valto. Sadia Sajad, summa cum laude. Timothy Yarbrough. Just wait a second. Dr. Robert A. Savoy, College of Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Ayam Aldash. Lily Burns. Vanessa Carranza de Leon. Shastanak. Robert Shastanak, magna cum laude. Jenny Claros. Matthew Corsell. Hannah Fisher. Lauren Hargis. Jenna Hargis. Jacob Higginbotham, cum laude. Alyssa Hummel. Matthew Labe. Isabella Loyacano. Christopher Russell, cum laude. Don't fall. Rasmia Saleh. Noah Furtado, magna cum laude. Haley Fox. Is that Robert Reed III? Robert Reed III, magna cum laude. Peyton Rijo. Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Cardane Clark. Sabrine Farhoud. Raifa Hamad, magna cum laude. Griffin McGee. Joseph Martinez. Lawson McElroy. Tyler Milner. Muhammad. Michael Montalban Jr., magna cum laude. Nathaniel Moss. Joshua Pizzo. Joshua is also receiving a certificate in Power and Energy Systems. Cody Poe. Asada Simpson. Tyler Westfall, cum laude. Kai Chenever. Majdi Farhoud, magna cum laude. Logan Hargrave, cum laude. Kayla Hyde. Ryan Laurent. Lucia Martinez. Stephen Pham. Jalen Singleton. Locke Van Tran. Volpe. Mason Volpe. Evan Zelinka. Just hold there for a second. Henry Bernstein College of Business Administration, Bachelor of Sciences. Iman Abu Khalil. Bryce Andrews. Tia Arelli, magna cum laude. Heba Awadala, summa cum laude. Logan Boyce. Wen Bui, cum laude. All right. Kan Kwok Tua Hyun, Sr. Kevin Butler. Corey Carrier. Pearson Carter. Panapek Chong. Dela Clavery. William Confident. Andrea Dahl. Hannah Donton. Brittany Dow. Sure. Herman Dairies III. Mikael Dixon. Callie Frangella. Andrew Gennaro. Magno Goncalves de Lima. Maria Griffith. Griffith. Van Ha, cum laude. Eric Harrison. I guess that's your people. Brady Hebler, summa cum laude. Max Holmes. Nguyen Tain, magna cum laude. Z Hoy. Michael Hyde. Miriam Ibrahim. Terry Johnson. Okay. Caitlin Jones. Logan Juno. Zachariah Kemper. Avery Cohn. Abby Lucantro. Maria Morales Alfaro. Fatima Nasir. Masira Niz Amodine, magna cum laude. Kaukab Ahmad Esmail. Lama Wasim Otala. Courtney Norris. Daniel Pazuki. Ryan Perez. Michael Perone. Mason Poche. Pooja Pool. Allie Price. Elena Roundtree. Carly Shulkins. Siddiqui. Sean Siddiqui. Andrew Smith. Travis Thomas. Izzy Torres. Dylan Trong. Kimmy Vu, magna cum laude. Justin Wagner. Tyler Wiley. Congrats, man. Xavier Wilson. Tyler Winch. School of Interdisciplinary Studies, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies. Rhonda Baylor. I'm not going to. Caitlin Berger. Congratulations. Mackenzie DeFada. Esperanza Fortanel, Meha, cum laude. Isaiah Aaliyah Gabriel. Eden Gurmai Monk, cum laude. James Grant. Destiny Hayes. Just wait right there. Deshante Jackson. Janelle Marbrew, summa cum laude. Avery Matthews. Sharana McGee Stemley. Victor Miles. Catherine Ramirez Aguirre. Miguel Reyes, summa cum laude. Breon Smith. Handwritten ones. I couldn't read them. Is that it?
Graduates, on behalf of everyone present, We congratulate you on your accomplishments. Now, there is one remaining tradition for us to address, but I want to make sure that everyone is back in their seats, so let's wait just a minute or two. All right. So there is one remaining tradition for us to address, and if you're still walking, you can still perform this tradition. So the tassel is worn to the right, and it is moved to the left to symbolize a student's transition from candidate to graduate. So, with the vocal support of the audience, please move your tassel and let's all congratulate our graduates. Congratulations, everyone. So now that you are our graduates, it's important that you maintain your relationship with your alma mater, and it is my huge pleasure to next introduce Mr. David Carney, who is President-elect of the UNO Alumni Association Board of Directors, to offer his congratulations to you this morning.
To Dr. Johnson, esteemed faculty, and guests assembled here, it is my honor to induct our newest class of graduates into our UNO Alumni Association. Graduates, you already know that today is a day of celebration. You have earned the right to celebrate, and I want you to enjoy every minute of that. But it was mentioned earlier that today is also a day of transition for you. Moments of transition always appear to be signaled by a question: what's next? Now, some of you may have an idea of what you'd like to do next, and that's good. But truth be told, many of us, none of us really know what's going to happen next. And the uncertainty that arises from this question can lead us into some scary hours. Despite that uncertainty, I would suggest that you still attempt to answer it. In his album, Scary Hours, Drake tells us why we should answer what's next. There's not much of it I can quote here. I believe the song suggests that we should answer it because confronting uncertainty will create opportunities for higher adventure and greater exposure. So today I would like to induct you by quickly summarizing how to answer what's next when you don't really know what's going to happen next. Remember that potential opportunities will require you to trust your knowledge, skills, and abilities. So when you don't know what's next, remember to answer what's next, one, boldly. Transitions are uncertain, but that does not mean you have to be. You started your journey at UNO not knowing what's next, but you answered it boldly, and your presence at graduation today means that you have what it takes to answer it boldly again. But sometimes the opportunity ahead is not quite what you will expect it to be. And even the most confident of us can become rigid and freeze in thoughts of fear and failure. When we don't know what's next in those situations, remember to answer it with flexibility. Life is going to take you where it wants you to go sometimes, regardless of if you want to go there or not. but the challenge is to remain flexible when life does something unexpected. Flexibility is being able to improvise when life disrupts your rhythm, as Dr. Johnson alluded to earlier, and that takes preparation and practice. We're in a what's next moment right now, also as a community. There's some uncertainty ahead, and your participation as alumni is critical for our success. We have an opportunity now to help answer our what's next in our community and to do it together. Today, you transition from a student to a member of our UNO Alumni Association. We're 80,000 members strong, all kinds of important people all over the world. This is your community. Be proud of that. Stay engaged with us. Come to events. Volunteer to help students behind you. And tell everyone just how proud you are to be a UNO alumni. I Xeroxed this part from Mr. Augustine's speech. I asked him if it was okay. He said it was all right. He says, UNO gave me community, confidence, purpose, and the courage to dream. I suppose UNO has given that to all of us in some form or another. And as alumni, you, me, we have the honor to give back to the place that has given so much to us. And if you participate boldly and remain flexible, together I am certain that we will be able to answer any what's next that comes to us. Welcome to the UNO Alumni Association. You may now pin yourselves, graduates. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Carney. I want to thank the Platform Party and the faculty and staff of the University of New Orleans for their participation in this ceremony. A word of thanks is also due to the numerous departments, university events, the registrar's office, marketing, university college, student ambassadors, and all of the other individuals who came together and worked tirelessly to make this morning a success. So now it is my pleasure to call on, once again, Mr. Tyler Robbins, who will sing the Alma Mater. The words to the Alma Mater can be found in your program, and I would ask that you please stand.
Graduates and families, I ask that you pay to page 20, as this may be the last time we sing this Alma Mater together. Congratulations.
Thank you. At this point, you may be seated, and I would ask everyone to remain in their seats until the Platform Party and the graduates have recessed from the arena. Thanks to all of you, and again, congratulations, privateers.